Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Joe Froze back to another free picks video for y'all today with home runs on Thursday, July 2nd. And I got a good slate of games for y'all today that I want to go through with y'all. But first, if you guys don't mind, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel because we've been on an insane run here in 2026, growing the channel, finally making videos full time for you guys. So I'm here every single day making pick videos, posting picks, and appreciate you guys if you join the community. So yeah. I have a VIP Discord server, but I also have a free pick server where you guys can get in for absolutely free with the link in my bio. So if you guys do want to get in there, I'm posting picks every single day. As you guys can see, this is a recap of my VIP section. Just specifically, in June, just me myself, I went up over 100 units in June, and we had an amazing month. Honestly, just for my own picks, but also like EV picks as well. So we've been on a run in this server. I'm one of the other analysts in this server that's posting cash picks, boys. As you guys can see, we're cashing every single day, all of the analysts. So if you guys want a server, a community of people that keep you accountable, we have some good picks in here. And we post picks every single day. We track our plays, and everything's tracked up in here. Any app that you guys have as well, Prize Picks, Underdog Sleeper, we have that up in here as well. So quick plug on that. But join in the link in the description for all that, boys. So finally, let's get into the slate for today, guys. July 2nd. We have, I believe it's a 9 game slate here. Yes, it is a 9 game slate of games here. And the first game on the ticker here is Pirates and Phillies, starting here at 12:35 p.m. A little bit early here, but got some good pitchers here today, relatively speaking. Jared Jones, Alan Rangel, I'm not too sure about him, but in terms of home runs, as you guys can see, there's some pretty good odds for today. The run line's at 10.5, so we do kind of expect something to happen here in terms of home runs. In terms of any spots that I want to be on here, Jared Jones in specific, if we look at his profile here, coming down to his batting lineup versus all the batters he's faced here, really the only good ones here are the righties. So like Bohm, he's hit one home run off of, and that's in 3 at bats. And then Marsh as well, excuse me, has also hit a home run off of him. So I'm not really looking to be on Schwarber and Harper too much for this game. Most likely just to stay away. I'll show you guys the odds real quick for this game. As you guys can see, 100 degrees outside, so it's going to be pretty good conditions for a home run just in general. But Jared Jones, 3 home runs in his last three. Rangel, one in his last three. And the park factor is great. Obviously, they're playing at Citizens Bank. So, always expecting some good stuff there. It's a home run plus environment. The best one on the board is Kyle Schwarber. I am a little bit worried because Jared Jones low-key does have the edge on him, but it's only in 3 at-bats. He's 1 for 3 against them. And the slugging, as you guys can see, it's a 333, but I think with a little bit higher of a sample size, it will even out because Kyle Schwarber, as y'all can see, his slugging is a lot better than that. It's 567, 8.7 home run percentage, and a 16% barrel percentage. He's leading the league right now, 30 home runs on the season, and just pretty much all good metrics you want to see for a batter. He has them. I will say, like, for these games, I will favor pitchers or the batters, and I'll tell you if I do like anything for this game. If there was one to be on, probably Kyle Schwarber, because I do think there is a good chance that he bounces back versus Jared Jones. Like I said, 1 for 3 in those at bats, 333 slugging. I definitely expect him to bounce back there. Also, Bryce Harper definitely undervalued as well. 0 for 3 versus him striking out. I do expect Jared Jones to get a bunch of Ks today, so a bunch of punch outs. He has a really good chase percentage. Jared Jones does, so I definitely could see Jared Jones Ks. Maybe that's one of the picks I do in the server today. But yeah, just in terms of home runs, Schwarber obviously is always going to look good at Citizens Bank with 10 mile per hour wind blowing and at Citizens Bank, obviously. But Jared Jones, I do think is going to have a pretty decent outing today, so I wouldn't expect too much. But Schwarber is probably the best play for today. And Lowe, I mean, he's looking decent as well, but not too much production recently. He does have 2 in his last 7. But I do trust Rangel a little bit more coming to him as well here. And also Lowe's been chalking me a couple times as well. But coming to Rangel here, I believe he doesn't have any play. Yeah, just 1 at bat versus Nick Gonzalez and 1 versus Brian Reynolds as well. So he's been pretty solid recently, keeping his ERA relatively low for the amount of starts that he has, 4.5, 1.17 whip, 13 Ks. So pretty solid. I don't think too much is going to happen here today. And yeah, Kyle Schwarber looks like the best home run for this game. Moving on to the next one, boys, we got Reds and Brew Crew. Obviously, big guy Jackson Churio is probably the no-brainer option here. Scrolling all the way down to this game, you guys can see the park factor, the home run environment score. It's just based off of like the weather that day. Is the park home run friendly in the first place? Like, is it a smaller outfield? Kind of takes into account all those things. You guys can see the home run factors at 4.8, so not exactly home run boosting, but not really like negating it as well. We got the Miz, Jacob, and then Chase Burns. So two great pitchers here. Chase Burns does have 2 home runs in his last 3, so that's something to say. I wouldn't take any of the Reds players to get a home run today just because I don't think Miz is giving up a home run today, personally. Blede maybe would be the safe option for the Reds if you wanted to, but I don't. He's not really even on fire here. You guys can see the hot means that they have more than 2 in their last 7. So yeah, Blede hasn't exactly shown me too much to want to be on him. Bowers is solid against Chase Burns, but this is honestly probably, guys, one of the stay away spots here. If you were going to be on anyone in this game, it would probably be Jackson Churio. Let me pull up the pitcher, I guess the batter versus pitcher stats here. But going down to the stats versus today's lineup, you guys can see Jackson Churio only 0 for 1 at bat versus our boy Chase Burns here. David Hamilton is 1 for 1 with 1 RBI. So obviously he has given up some in the lineup as well, but not enough information here to really be like super concrete and solid on a yes pick. The odds are plus 350, so if you're a Brews fan, shout out Brew Crew, y'all been good. But I feel like I'd rather just take something with Miz today, and nothing too crazy for this game for home runs today, boys. And coming into the next game, we have the Marlins taking on the Rockies. This is another high scoring, high run line game. As y'all can see, over 12 is the line right now, which is pretty crazy to me. As you guys can see, I mean, they haven't really even been clearing over that much, at least the Rockies, and most of the public is on it right now, which is pretty crazy to me. But yeah, as y'all can see for the home run picks here, looking at the cheat sheet for this game, I don't think there's going to be too much stuff in terms of Miami, but if there is, I'll show it to you guys. Hunter Goodman obviously is the one that pops off the screen here for home runs when it comes to these pitchers. Going against Ryan Gusto, I mean, he's been solid, but not enough to be like, all right, I can trust him to go 5-6 and not get, too many home runs. He has 2 in his last 3. Obviously, you got Michael Lorenzen, capital LL, for a reason, as everyone says. 2 home runs in his last 3 versus Miami, 3 home runs. So if there was someone to get a home run up today, it would be probably Michael Lorenzen. I don't trust really either of these pitchers, to be honest. That's why I'm probably targeting this game a little bit more. The home run environment is good too, guys. The home run environment's good. The weather isn't exactly okay. It's 90 degrees with 7 miles per hour out, which is pretty good. It's pretty hot outside. Good wind blowing out to blow the ball out, and less air pressure so that the ball goes farther. So I like that. I like that. But obviously the park is also good as well. 1.16 park factor, so that means obviously Coors Field, one of the best fields in the entire MLB for home runs. So Hunter, I'm gonna like him today, obviously, to get his. He did go yard yesterday as well. I believe around the 6th inning, he was 0 for 2. I was about to take him on a live pick, and I forgot because I was watching the USA game. But yeah, I wanted to take him. I think his odds were at like plus 375 at that time. Now he's at plus 200. I do think he has a good shot today as well. For the Marlins, Stars, obviously, I like as well. But guys, Joe Mack is probably the one that I've been looking at the most. Because I think he definitely also has a good matchup, especially against Michael Lorenzen. And he's on a 2-game streak right now. Coming down to Lorenzen's stats versus this lineup, does have a couple guys that he's not had a good time against. Liam Hicks, obviously, 1 hit, 1 at bat, 1 home run. For our boy Joe Mack here, no plate appearances versus him. He got Owen Cassie, 1 for 2. Xavier Edwards, 1 for 3. Kyle Stowers doesn't have any plate appearances. So if I did have to favor anything for home runs specifically in this game, it probably would be Joe Mack. I like him at plus 470. I know it is a bit high on the odds, but guys, like if you're putting like 0.25 units or something, just like a little like YOLO parlay. I think honestly, the 2 game streak, three in his last seven. He's been on fire. He's a lefty going against a righty. Horrible right hand pitcher, by the way, Michael Lorenzen. In the best park in the league for home runs. This is a classic don't overthink it spot. So I like this one. I like this game for home runs, boys. So this one should be a good game for us. And with that being said, we're moving on to the next one here. White Sox versus the Guardians here. And this one's a little bit lower scoring, 8.5 runs here on this one. Definitely favored on the over here. The public at least likes it and the handle. So definitely looking for something here on the over. But for in terms of home runs for this game, I like Colson Montgomery. Once again, he's been heating up. I like him against Ciccone today, or Ciccone. I don't know how to say it. But 88 degrees, 5 mile per hour winds. Let's see if that concurs right here. Let's see, 98 degrees and 7 mile per hour. Sometimes it's a little bit inaccurate because I think it pulls it like the night before or something like that for the weather. But this should be accurate right here. 98 degrees, 7 mile per hour wind. So some decent conditions, some not great pitchers. I mean, Davis obviously is pretty good, 9-3. Did have a couple shaky starts, but I do trust Davis. Slade also has been on a pretty decent run as well, but I don't expect him to keep that up for too long. And this is the spot where I expect him to crack. These White Sox pitchers, or sorry, these White Sox batters swing on everything, man. All these fastballs they're swinging on. Montgomery has 21 home runs on the season to show for it, and a 15% barrel percentage, 6% home run percentage, 500 slugging is amazing. The plus 255 odds reflect it, guys, and that's why I think he is the best bet in this one for a home run. If you want to get onto Manzardo, I don't mind him as well because I know Davis has allowed a good amount of home runs, 3 in his last 3. But Colson is looking good, man, against Ciccone. If I pull up his stats here versus the White Sox as well, I believe he's allowed a home run to Colson actually, which is good for us because that's the one we wanted to be on perfectly. So as you guys can see, yeah, 1 for 2, has a home run and an RBI, 2 walks against Colson. So he's absolutely shivering his timbers every time Colson comes to the plate. So I really like this play for a home run today. I think at plus 255, obviously the odds do reflect it a little bit more, but he's been on fire. Evidently won in his last 7, and I trust him. I trust him to come through today, and we'll see what we can do against Slade Ciccone on this one. But for the next play, guys, we have the next game here. It's Cardinals versus Braves. It's another one here with a decently high, I guess, run line 9 right now. And when it comes to pitching here, we got some absolute bums in my opinion. Dustin May, I mean, he's not too bad. Obviously, 4.3 ERA. He does have some Dustin May starts, I guess, in him. And then Hurston Waldrep, I don't know who this is. Let me know. I don't know ball like that, boys, but yeah, he's hasn't been in the majors since like 2024, kind of in and out of the majors and stuff like that. So not really sure what to expect from him. He does have 1 game versus San Francisco. Pitched 2 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs, no home runs, anything, 4 walks, which is crazy. But 3 Ks. So it's interesting, interesting. Obviously won't have any, batting stats versus these guys, versus the Cardinals. For this game specifically, guys, I don't think there is anything. As you guys can see, park environment is 0.91, so home runs are a little bit harder to get in this park. And personally, I just think with the pitchers, I think it's a decent spot to be on. Hurston Waldrep obviously doesn't have that many starts, but I do think he's been another one that's been, I don't expect him to give up a home run at least, and he's been keeping those runs down. Dustin May also 0 home runs in his last 3. Great looks for him. Guys, I don't really like any home runs in this game, to be honest. If there was one, obviously, Austin Riley has 2 versus this starting pitcher, versus Dustin May. That'd be the only one at plus 540 if there is a little bit of value. Or even Matt Olson, probably at 340. Plus 340 looks decent as well. But with Dustin May being so hot recently, I don't exactly see this being a a home run derby here. And yeah, looking at Dustin May versus these Atlanta bats does have a pretty good sample size, and versus Dominic Smith and Austin Riley, that's really been his kryptonite. But I don't really think it's quite the park environment today for home runs here, so I probably would lean away from taking any in this game, boys. But yeah, before the next couple plays, guys, we got a couple more games that we got to get through here, 4 more games in specific. But before we get into those, guys, of course, make sure you guys sign up with my code Joe Froze on Chalkboard. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it, guys. When you guys sign up, they're gonna get you $100 deposit match into your account. So you put 100 in and you get 200 at the end to put in your plays. They're also going to give you a free square. So it doesn't have to be specifically this one because I know Ashcraft isn't pitching. Obviously, it's Jared Jones, but it will give you a free square. So whether it's, Ronaldo today to get one shot, whether it's, I don't know, Jared Jones to get one strike, just stuff like that. It'll give you basically a free projection. You'll get that as well. So if you guys aren't on Chalkboard, sign up with code Joe Froze. And if you do, you'll get the free VIP where I'm posting all my plays every single day, guys. So that's Chalkboard. Great value on there. Also, Call Sheet, that's where I'm putting a lot of my parlays through. And it's available in all 50 states. So if you guys aren't on Call Sheet, make sure to get that $25 bonus. My link is in the description. And a couple other apps here. Underdog, you'll play 5, get 50. That's code Joe Froze as well. They don't really have too many promos right now. I know you'll get like probably a free square. But usually like during NFL, NBA season, a little bit more promos from them. Me personally, I'm limited on there, so I don't really even get promos much more. But another good app if you guys don't have it as well. And any of these apps, if you guys sign up with my code Joe Froze, you'll get free VIP. Sleeper as well, it's another good one. If you deposit 100, you'll get another 100 back and a free square as well. And probably the best one here is Better Picks. You guys will get, I believe, 100% deposit match, and they'll give you 2 sweat-free $100 plays. So basically, you put in 2 parlays, both for 100. And what I've done before, I've done this, is for a 6x play, 100 to 600, a cash for me. If it doesn't cash for you, unfortunate, but you will get your money back. It's a sweat-free play for a reason. And if you do cash, obviously it takes one of your tokens away, but it's a really great promo, honestly. There's no other app that's really doing something like that, so I love it. So, guys, if you're not on all these apps, make sure to sign up and get these picks today with me. And of course, these home runs are always going to be on these apps. Chalkboard is what I'd recommend in specific, obviously, because of the free square and the deposit match. You guys can put a couple units down on there and get in the VIP. But with that being said, guys, appreciate you for sticking through that. And let's get on to the rest of the picks for today. By the way, the tool I'm using is called Props Edge. It has the full slate where I can see all the game lines and stuff like that. As y'all can see, this is where I've been looking at all the plays and stuff like that. Hit rates, pitchers, basically a one-stop shop for literally every single sport. WNBA is on here. Obviously, the major NBA, NFL, stuff like that will be on here when it comes back. But also the home run cheat sheet, man, which we've been using to run it up all June. Like I said, upper 100 units. A lot of that's been home run picks, guys. So if you guys enjoyed the tool, you guys can click the link in my description, and it's code Joe Froze for a week trial. Excuse me, 3-day trial on the tool. And if you guys like to try it, here it is. But yeah, guys, for the next game, we have, it's not WNBA, I promise you. But I believe we have Rays and Royals here. And this one I do expect Royals to bounce back just a little bit here. Obviously, kind of been getting belt to ass this whole series. You got Stephen Kolek out there and Ian Seymour. A little bit better of pitching matchups than at least yesterday. And obviously, the guys to worry about today are, of course, the big Junior Caminero, 6-game home run streak, and 8 home runs in his last 7 games is insane. He's a righty going against a righty. He's on a hot streak, obviously. The park environment isn't the best. Obviously, they're at Kauffman Stadium, Kansas City. So I don't think this is particularly the best home run stadium. But when it comes to Stephen Kolek, he's also kind of been locked in a little bit recently. 1 home run in his last 3. He's been looking good as of recent. I know he's not exactly freaking Paul Skeens in his prime, but or Sandy Koufax, but like he's not that bad. He's not that bad. His last start, obviously, not amazing, man. 3 home runs on June 21st. But versus this lineup, let's see what he ranks at. And no home runs given up to this lineup. No appearances versus Caminero, but I do think he can probably withstand it here. If there was a home run for this game, it would be Junior Caminero, obviously, to extend the streak. You don't see too many 7-game home run streaks, so we'll see what happens here. But I wouldn't personally be on it, especially at plus 230. If you can get him, maybe I don't know, live at bat or something, maybe like half a unit or something. But that even then, it's tough to take a guy to get 7 games in a row for a home run, especially against the same team, man. I mean, they've seen him the last couple of days. They're trying to do everything they can to not get a home run off this guy. So, yeah, I don't see it. I don't really see anybody in this game besides Junior Caminero getting a home run. Potentially Carter Jensen or Caglianone, but honestly, nah, not too much value in this one. But for the next one, boys, we got Tigers and Rangers, and we're almost done here. 2 more games after this one. But Tigers, Rangers, guys, Tigers, Rangers, some solid pitchers as well in this one. Eovaldi and Valdez. I expect both these guys to get back to form. In terms of home runs for this game, we can come up to it here, I believe. Oh wait, it's a little bit down here actually. It sorts it by like the park factor, so it's not exactly super high. But it's looking like the best one today is Kerry Carpenter for the Tigers. Riley Green as well is another one that I'd like to be on because he has been hot. I believe he had 2 in the same game the other day, if I'm not mistaken. He has 11 on the season, 19% barrel percentage, 500 slugging. Everything looks good for Riley Green. Obviously, Kerry has been good as well, 3 in his last 7, which is great. And these are both left-handers going versus a right-hander in Eovaldi, who's allowed 3 home runs versus Detroit and 2 in his last 3. So there is something to be said there with that. And with that being said, I mean, looking at these pitchers, Eovaldi. So going down, you guys can see in his last game, 0 home runs, and then 2 versus Boston. But there obviously, he has given up a lot of home runs versus Detroit, obviously. So coming down to this lineup, let's see what he looks like. Actually doesn't have too many plate appearances. But as you guys can see, not really against this lineup, hasn't been getting too many home runs. So probably a previous lineup at least that they had out. But not a lot of these guys have gotten home runs off of him so far, Uvaldi. So another game where the home run park environment isn't too great. The park environment is kind of mid. This one's kind of a 50-50 one between Kerry Carpenter and Riley Green. I don't really see any Texas Rangers getting it. Maybe besides Jake Berger. Obviously has 1 versus Frandler. But nothing too strong here. Nothing too strong here, guys. So another kind of mid home run game here. But the next one here, it's another one. We got Angels versus Seattle. This one could be low-key sneaky good. But I do trust the pitchers a good amount in this game. It's one of the lowest ones. It's actually the last home run on the board today. It's a neutral. It's kind of bordering on a bad environment for home runs. But obviously at Seattle, it's not going to be too good. That's not a good park. It's a dome stadium. Canzone obviously has a 58 power right now, plus 440 to hit a home run. Him and Luke Rayleigh are really the top threats today, but I don't see any home runs in this one. Bryce Miller has been pretty solid. Has been pretty solid as of recent, but the home runs 5 in his last 3 and 4 versus the Angels is concerning. So maybe there's some value there on some Angels guys. Zach Neto is where I would look to. 1 in his last 7. Been on fire. He's a right-hander. 18 home runs on the season. 11% barrel percentages. It's all right. But 472 slugging is still good, and 17 launch angle is great as well. So if there was something for this game, probably Zach Neto for a home run, or obviously Soler's up there as well. So one more game, guys. One more game. I promise you, we're almost there. We're almost there. And if you guys do make it through this entire video, just comment the word dog if you guys made it this far. So I know if you're watching. Probably nobody's watching this far because, but whatever. Let's get into the last pick. Padres, Dodgers. I'm so tired, boys. I've been up all night editing my other video. But I promise you we will get these video off for you boys and we will be locked in today, okay? So trust your boy. Padres, Dodgers. Listen, man, my Dodgers sold last night against fucking Athletics. It was not a good showing. I did think that Otani was gonna start. I don't know why he didn't. It said it on the the MLB lineups. I saw him at the starting spot, so I was like, cool. But tonight we actually have Roki, man. We got Roki. I don't trust him too much, man. Honestly, I don't. Randy as well is another pitcher where he's kind of had a really bad track record versus the Dodgers. So this could be a potentially prolific game for home runs. It's a 6.3 home run factor. The best home run probably on the board today is Otani versus Vasquez. He low-key owns Vasquez. He obviously does have a home run versus him. And, one in his last seven, he's been on fire, 18 home runs, 22% barrel percentage, so almost 600 slugging. Like, what else do I have to say? He's the best player in baseball. Obviously, I think he's going to hit a home run. But Randy Vasquez has been tightening it up recently. This is going to be at Dodger Stadium. The run line's at 8.5. It's a little bit low. 1.15. I mean, it's not exactly the home run derby here. So I don't think it's going to be that crazy if he doesn't get a home run. But at the same time, Otani is always a good threat, and Vasquez could lock in, and or he could get shelled. I'm not sure. But three versus the Dodgers is definitely concerning, and Otani is on fire here. I can't ignore a 78 power score. Anything above a 75 is like an auto take. But, as you guys can see, I mean, with Stowers and Goodman, pretty good chance on those ones as well. Even the Mac one, I think that one's a little bit undervalued. But anyways, Muncy obviously also looking good for the Dodgers. But if there's anything, it's probably the Padres, guys. Honestly, guys. Machado would be one I look at, and Gavin Sheets. I probably would favor Machado. He has 16 on the year, 13.5% barrel percentage, and a plus 400 right now. So I think the odds reflect that low key. But yeah, if it was somebody that I had to have going a home run, Machado and Otani, 4 home runs in his last three. Roki has. I don't trust Roki that much, honestly. And looking at his stats versus the Padres lineup, let's scroll down to it and see. Ty France is the one he has a home run versus, but Machado, he's 1-1 with the hit. He's walked him before with Gavin Sheets, he's 0-1 versus him with a walk. And I do think this is a pretty solid spot for the Padres here. So those are the home run picks for today, guys. I made it through. I'm so tired. I apologize. But I'll try and get this video out to y'all in time. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. If you guys aren't signed up on Chalkboard, go ahead and sign up. You guys can get in for free to my Discord and get the deposit match and your free square. With all that being said, guys, those are my favorite picks for the home run MLB today. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like. I'll see you in the next video. Hope to place cash and peace.